David Gross for the Bass Guitar Channel. Thanks for checking in. Yesterday I talked about grids on the 4-string bass, and I got some comments basically saying, hey, what do you do with the 6-string? Well, there's really not much difference, except there's more of it. But I want to show you something that I find really fascinating mathematically. So if we take D on the low B string and do a D major scale, first thing that I think of is that's 2 octaves. Second thing I think of is, well, technically I'm going up here a third, so I'm not doing a 4-finger grid, I'm doing actually 5. And so my mind thinks that way. Now here's another interesting thing, and this is really fascinating. I don't know if any of you have thought about it, but if you look at this straight up and down, if it's D, then the C sharp becomes a 7. That's 3. That's 6. That's 9. That's 12. That's octave. So 7 plus 3, well, that's 10, but that's a third, so that's the octave below, right? So 3 and 3 is 6. That's your 6. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 and 3 is 12, which is a fifth, the octave above, and then 2 octaves. So if we start on the root, you've got 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is flat 7. Flat 7, or 7 and 3 is 10, but that's a flat 10, flat third, the octave above. 10 and 3 is 13. That would actually be the B flat, which would be a flat 6 or a flat 13. And that's a flat 2, the flat 9, all in 3. So the flat 2 becomes a sharp 4 or flat 5, becomes a major 7, becomes a 10th or a third the octave above, then 13, which is a major 6th, 16, which is a 2. There's the 2 again. So as you see, it's always octave. So that's 2, 5, 8, 12, 15, and that, my dear friends, is a flatted 3 octaves above. I know, Godfrey, that's amazing, isn't it? I guess we'll pause. I'll wrap this up in a minute. So another way to look at this is what happens when we start on the G. That becomes a sharp 4 or flat 5. That becomes what? A 5. What does that become? Flat 6. That becomes a major 6. So then you start thinking in terms of, okay, if that's sharp 4, that's major 7, that's a third, that's a 6th, that's a 9, that becomes the 5th. So what happens if it's here? What happens if your starting note is here? What happens there? What happens there? That's your homework, because wherever you start, the intervallic relationships are going to change. But the cool thing about it, wherever you go, it's going to be the same intervallic relationship. So hopefully this will help. And for Godfrey and myself, David Gross, this is the Bass Guitar Channel. Still doing online lessons and correspondence courses. Go to www.thebassguitarchannel.com and check it out for more information. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.